Well, hello, my friend. It's nice to see you again, and welcome to the Old Song Sing Along with Rick and Margie. I'm Rick,
And I'm Margie.
and together we call ourselves Rick and Margie.
That's right.
To me, that was my dream back in high school. One day, this girl's going to notice me. Thankfully, she did. Well, we'd like to start with a song that goes way back to 1908. But if you're a baseball fan, you know this song like the back of your hand. It's called "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. K.T. Casey was baseball man, had the fever and had it bad. Just to root for the hometown crew, every Sioux Katie Blue. On a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. K.T. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, K.T. Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys, she knew she'd make the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Boy, I remember having Cracker Jack. I used to love that. Of course, that'll give you a lot of cavities. But it's great food, and I love digging down to the bottom of that little box to get that little toy. Those were the days. Well, this next song is one that was done by Jim Reeves, and it's just, to me, it's such a beautiful love song, and I love singing this song to Margie, and I want you to sing along with us. This song is called "I Love You Because." I love you because you understand, dear, every single thing I try to do. You're always there to lend a helping hand, dear. I love you most of all because you're you. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you because you never doubt me. But most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. Because my heart is lighter every time I'm walking by your side. I love you because the future's brighter. The door to happiness you've opened wide. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. That's right, there's only one of you, and I got her. So,
what a beautiful song.
I'm sorry to break it to all you fellas out there, but she's taken. Well, you know, God knew that I needed her in order to survive. It wasn't just, to be happy, but to actually survive. She has been, not just my sunshine, but my whole reason for living, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to open that can of worms right now because I'm very emotionally dependent upon Margie, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Well, this next song is one that's been done by a lot of people over the years. And it's been done fast and it's been done slow. But originally, it was a slower song. Mm-hmm. I know Mel Torme did this song and a few other folks. And so oftentimes when you hear a song done different ways and you kind of learn it, like I've kind of taken bits and pieces from the different versions that I've heard. And, somebody told me one time, well, that's not really how that song was written. I realized, well, that's the way I heard it over the years. Right. But it's called Blue Moon. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Then suddenly there appeared before me the only one my arms would ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Then suddenly there appeared before me the only one these arms would ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. But that's a beautiful tune.
Yeah.
And I love the way Mel Torme did that song. Mm-hmm. But I also love the way the Marcells did it. They sped it up quite a bit. They were a doo-wop group, and they had this wonderful man singing bass. He would go ball 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 dang 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 ding dong blue moon. Because I really can't do that very well. But that's a fun song. Yeah. Well, this next song is one that Gene Autry is known for. In fact, if you've ever been to the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville, Tennessee, there is a special plaque honoring this song. It was the first song that was ever turned into a gold record, and it was a multi-million seller for Gene Autry. And he actually wrote this song called Silver-Haired Daddy of Mine. In a vine-covered shack in the mountains, bravely fighting the battle of time, is a dear one who's weathered life's sorrows. 'Tis that silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartaches, dear old daddy, I've caused you to bear. If I could erase those lines from your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. Oh, I know it's too late, dear old daddy, to repay for the sorrows and cares. Though dear mother is waiting in heaven just to comfort and solace you there. If I could recall all the heartaches, dear old daddy, I've caused you to bear. If I could erase those lines from your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. That's right, that silver-haired daddy of mine. But that's an old song, but lots of other folks have sung it. Mm-hmm. I know Simon and Garfunkel, who made a record of that, and so did the Everly Brothers. Mm. And it's such a beautiful song. To me, it has such a nice, heartwarming message. Yeah. Well, this next song is one that's an old folk song. It goes way, way back. I think over the years, it sort of evolved and changed. But Gene Autry made a record of this tune. I think everyone has. It's called On Top of Old Smoky, All Covered with Snow. Is it? Do you remember what key that's in? I think it's in C.
Yeah.
which was my grade point average back in school. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover for courting so slow. For courting's a pleasure and parting is grief. A false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. A thief, he will rob you and take all you save. But a false-hearted lover leads you to the grave. The grave will decay you and turn you to dust. Not one boy in 50 a poor girl can trust. So come all ye maidens and listen to me. Never place your affections in a green willow tree. They'll hug you and kiss you and tell you more lies than crossed ties on a railroad or stars in the skies. Go back to Old Smoky, all covered with snow. I lost my true lover for courting so slow. Now, I never had that problem, because I know when I was courting Margie, I got to say, I was in a big hurry to get married. I wanted to make sure that I got a ring on her finger before somebody else did. And so I didn't want to, take too much time in that, regard. Well, this next song was a big hit for Ricky Nelson back in the early 60s. And I guess this song is about teenage romance gone awry. And it's called Poor Little Fool. I used to play around with hearts that hastened at my call. But when I met that little girl, I knew that I would fall. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool, Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yes. She'd play around and tease me with her carefree devil eyes. She'd hold me close and kiss me, but her heart was full of lies. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool, Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yes. She told me how she cared for me, that we'd never part. So for the very first time, I gave away my heart. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool, Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yes. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool, Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yes. a fool. Poor little fool. I was a fool, oh yes. I was gonna say, at that point, just stop. The next day she was gone and I knew she'd lied to me. She left me with a broken heart and won her victory. Poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool. I was a fool. Oh yes, poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool. Oh yes. Well, you know, music's all about having fun. In fact, I told Margie one time, you know, she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I messed that up." I said, "Honey, if you took your violin and cracked it over my head, you know, after I came to, I'd say, 'Hey, you want to get pizza?'" It's okay. You know, like I said, music's all about having fun.
Today, that's sure.
Okay. You don't have to make excuses.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's hard to believe it, but Margie makes mistakes as well. But we have so much fun. Well, this next song is one, in fact, this is the last song we'd like to sing with you today. It's such a beautiful song, and lots of folks have recorded it over the years. And I just love the words of this song. It has such a nice message to it. You know, there's some songs that are just, you know, to me, are just not worth listening to. But that's not the case with this song. It's called May the Good Lord Bless and Keep You. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortunes 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. Well, that certainly is our wish for you. May the good Lord bless and keep you. You know, there's always, you know, something worth smiling about. You know, there's always something to smile about if we stop and think. Right. Sometimes life is just funny. You know, Margie and I have rabbits in our backyard, and, you know, they come out of the woods every morning and they're kind of just wandering around, and they're just the funniest little creatures. We find so much joy in just watching the rabbits out there in the yard. They chase each other around, you know. They don't work and play well with others. No. And you can tell they really don't like each other. But it, to me, you know, just looking out my window, I can find something to smile about. Right. You know, finding somebody who loves me, you know, of course I have Margie and I have lots of friends. You know, Margie and I travel around and we sing our music places. And it's just so wonderful to meet nice people and to sing with them. Yeah. And so I encourage you, you know, to look on the positive and stay on the sunny side of life. Mm-hmm. And, you know, just find something to laugh about and find something to sing about. Because sometimes our problems weigh us down and it's real easy to get into a negative place. Yeah. And that's what I love about music. Music has the way of that, of just lifting us up out of it and putting a smile on our face. Right. By singing an old song
Yeah.
And, thinking about the good times we've had. And well, until we meet again, my friend, God bless you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.